Right, let's get the let's add some support to it. Scraps of wood, beautiful. Should be wearing glasses. Right, it's strong that way, less so. But the only bit that is really important is that way. Why do they look different? Well, I've ran out of scraps of wood. The only other wood I've got is the stuff I'm going to use for framing, really, and I don't want to use it. Now I need to sort the strap out, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. See if I can find some longer ones. Right, the time's come to move the pallet off the trolley, the SIPS wagon, and then I've created some using timber so I can kind of then slide it onto the concrete later on. Let's see how it goes. Second strap. It's actually too well fitting. That worked quite nicely. I had to move the blocks, I had to put blocks on top of the long timber because the panel was kind of, there's too much friction between that and the spline I put in there, the long timber. So it's fitting almost too nicely. So I had to put blocks, lift one side, put a block on one side and then another block on another side. And in theory it works quite well. So I'm going to repeat that now for the remaining 100mm panels, and then the 150mm panels will go on the other side. I'm trying to think through which order I'm going to build. And I think these timber slides I've got here should work quite nicely. Can't see a thing. Can you see one there? I like Kind of a good angle, maybe, maybe not. Works very nicely. Right, that was the last panel. There's a big one. It's the 150 mil thick and 2.7 meters long, and that's the, well, however many that is. the three I've done already, down on the ground. They're the roof panels, and that's the last roof panel. And the good news is, well, for me anyway, I didn't have to mend the spline. So do you remember there's a piece of timber under here, and I'm just using the same width as I did for the wall panels, and it doesn't matter because this bit is still tight enough against the uprights I've got over there, so it worked really well. So at the end here, I don't actually need to lift this up, I can just pivot it off, which helps because they are ridiculously heavy. That's it. I'll get that off, and then did I just block the video? I didn't I? Right, and then later this week we'll put the panels up. I need to put down the sill plate, I think it's called, or bottom plate. So all along the concrete here, there'll be timber on the bolted down. I'm waiting for some EPDM sill gaskets to put. So first, I'll put a damp-proof membrane down on the whole concrete slab, and then I'll do the EPDM sill gasket or bottom plate gasket. Then on top there'll be a 100 mil piece of timber bolted down into the concrete. On top of that there'll be a 75 mil wide piece of timber centered over the 100 mil timber that will be nailed down to the bottom plate or the sill plate. And then on top of that goes the SIP panel. and it slots in just like it's been doing on the SIPS wagon I've created, which works well, and that's how he's supposed to do it, so that's not very surprising. So see you soon, and let's get building hopefully next time.